imagine the scenario with me for a moment. You are concerned about some kind of problem. You're feeling maybe confused, angry, maybe even frustrated or even desperate. And then someone says self care, and you're like, really? Who has time for that? At that moment, you're energetically exhausted and depleted. That the idea of self care just seems like this luxury that you cannot afford. And you're absolutely right. Like, how can a bubble bath at that moment solve any of your problems? It's out of question. But sometimes self care, and especially at these moments, is all about taking a step backwards, taking a few deep breaths in to center yourself, to ground yourself within your body, and allow your brain to view the situation from a different light. Because when you take these few slow, deep breaths, you are like signaling to your body to come out of the fight or flight response. You're telling your body we're safe. You don't have to be in that state of being stressed. And this will create a physiological response that would allow your brain to handle the situation differently. Because, you know, when you are receiving this problem from the outside, okay, there's so much going on here. There's a lot of mind chatter and chaos going on because your brain is trying to like evaluate this problem coming from the outside, and then there's your negative self-talk, your inner critic, your limiting beliefs are also engaging in the process. Your past experiences and the so many other things that you're also worried about. And so your brain is trying to look at this situation through the filter of all of this chaos that's happening here. And so no wonder your nervous system's reaction is like exaggerated or intensified. So when a situation requires that you respond with a certain level of concern, you are instead reacting with the intensity of feeling like frustrated or even desperate. And that is because the physiology in response to that is eliciting this response. And so, really, at that moment, self care is just about allowing yourself to, allowing the brain to really disengage from that mind chatter. Really, we're not disengaging from the problem itself. We're just disengaging from the chaos here, so that the brain is better equipped to handle the situation. And this happens also when you are working on your own nervous system's resilience. When you're building your emotional and mental resilience, you are like supporting your nervous system's capacity to support you during these challenging times. You will be programming your nervous system to a different kind of responses to stress. You will allow your brain to maintain a certain level of focus and clarity during challenges, and you will be able to bounce back really quick from these challenging times because your nervous system will not go to that like super negative and intensified exaggerated emotional state. And so because also your body is spending less time in that fight or flight mode. And so all the physiological processes are totally different. The way your brain is working is totally different because it is able to maintain its optimal functioning capacity. The centers in your brain that are responsible for critical thinking and problem solving are still in action because the resilience that you have built is not going to push your nervous system into the fight or flight mode. Okay, and this is what I teach you in my coaching program during my one-on-one sessions: science-based tools and techniques that build your emotional resilience, that build your nervous system's capacity to support you. And I also flavor it with feminine energy tools and techniques that allow you to discover your own feminine essence, and to really nurture and allow you to feel more energized most of the time. So DM me and let's connect over a clarity call where we can discuss how my program can support you, and how we can like play around with these tools and techniques, because they're not something that is like really stiff. What I love about these techniques is that you can adapt them to any situation. That is what I really love about them. And there's no limit to how you can apply these techniques. They're super simple, super practical, yet very, very effective. So let's hop on a clarity call and discuss a plan through which all of these techniques can support you.